Hi everyone. I hope you're doing good today. Well, if you don't know, which you might not, you probably don't, today, October 23rd, is my birthday. So I'm so delighted to record this for you today. I've had a very busy day. As you may know, I'm currently in San Antonio, Texas for my oldest daughter's wedding on Saturday. And it just coincided with my birthday being today. So one of the best birthday gifts I could have had was to actually see all my kids on my birthday, because they're all young adults. They all live in different states. I live in a different country. It's a very special thing when we can all gather together. So I'm so excited. It was so lovely. And I saw little Lila, my granddaughter. So that was amazing. And so I wanted to take a moment here because it's also been really busy, of course, getting everything ready for the wedding. I'm in charge of setting up the ofrenda. So there's going to be a Day of the Dead. It's actually Days of the Dead, but there's going to be an ofrenda, which is like an altar to our beloved ancestors that have transitioned. But there's all these different aspects. We brought all these things from Mexico, so we're working on that and other things. But anyway, I thought what would be fun on my birthday to do is to treat it like it's your birthday. And what I mean by that is, like, I did this meditation this morning and just trying to be really, not trying to be, because I actually felt very grateful, but just really take it in more deeply and to let myself open to the blessings, the birthday blessings. Because around your birthday, so maybe some of you watching this, you had October birthdays or your birthday's coming up, but even if you had a spring birthday, this is relevant. So around our birthday, a portal opens. I really believe that. This energetic portal where you can really, if you're open to it, receive not just like gifts. Of course, that's lovely. I love receiving gifts. Gift receiving is one of my love languages. So don't get me wrong. But there's even better gifts than those, right? Gifts from your soul. And I truly believe that this can be available even when it's not your birthday. So one of my birthday wishes is that you can receive a very special blessing today. And oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm seeing a little kitten, a little cat, actually, right in front. What was I saying? Yes, you receive a blessing. That's one of my birthday wishes. That if you're watching this, that you receive a very special soul gift today. Because what I was gonna say is, soul, if you imagine your soul, your higher self, just is so abundant. It has like infinite amounts of blessings and miracles and healings and just divine gifts that she wants to give you. So then you're probably thinking, well, why don't I have them? Because in our human life, in our human journey, we forget that we're divine. We forget who we are. We start to pick up a lot of trauma and wounding that makes us feel like we're not worthy to receive the gifts, or makes us sabotage our own growth, or makes us, mostly it's our own unworthiness. And so that's why a lot of times it takes a while for us to receive our answered prayers. It's not because God is holding back, it's because we actually aren't vibrationally set to the channel to receive them, right? So for example, if you're a helper, let's say you're a therapist and you are starting a new practice and let's just pretend you want to attract 10 new clients that you would love working with, clients that are really aligned with your new vision, your new direction. And that's your prayer, that's your intention. But inside you still feel insecure and unworthy and even guilty to ask for that. Like you think you should just have anybody that comes in front of you that you can help. That's who you should serve. Instead of really tuning into like, but no, my heart is actually guiding me to serve these people. This is what brings me joy. So as long as you have that inner battle inside, it's going to be like the your soul's trying to deliver it, but you're actually saying, no, I'm not ready. And so then our life becomes that journey of becoming ready. But it's my birthday. And the magical thing that happens around our birthdays is that there are these like quantum leaps. There's this divine dispensation. There's these, just like magic that can happen. And so I'm inviting you in this moment to think about imagine it's your birthday today. Maybe, I know I actually have a client whose birthday it is today. So cool that we share a birthday. But imagine it's your birthday today, and you are sitting in front of your soul, right? Or sitting in front of Mother Mary or Kuan Yin, whatever resonates with you. But it's this divine being that loves you unconditionally and knows you deeply. And your soul is asking you, okay, what blessing do you want to receive today? And maybe you're aware that you're like, oh, I want to receive this, but I know that I have resistance to it. Then ask to be made ready to receive it. Right? Ask for that. Like today when I was journaling in the morning, I wrote something like, I was doing my morning pages, from Artist's Way. If you've ever done that program, I'm doing it on my own. And one of the things you do is every morning you write 3 pages, which she calls morning pages. Just kind of like you just write whatever is in your head. And as I was writing today, I said something like, I want to release all defensiveness or worry that I'm going to get attacked, and also release all judgment. It wasn't like I was trying to write a prayer. I was journaling, and then that just came out on the paper. And then I realized, oh, that's one of my birthday wishes. Like I want to release feeling like I have to defend myself or anything like that. And now I know that's a huge prayer, because the ego structure, literally, that's what it does. It attacks or feels it's being attacked. That's what it does. And we all have an ego structure, ego consciousness, whatever you want to call it. And then I added, and please, because I know when you say a prayer like that again, your soul's going to prepare you, right, to be ready for it. And so I added, and my ask, universe, God, soul, is that the journey to being ready to that, being ready to fully embody, not being defensive, not feeling like I need protection because I'm just infinitely protected by the divine, right? There's no protection needed. But that I want that journey to be filled with ease. I thought that was like so awesome, right? So because I do think that's one of us, helpers, we've learned so much through suffering, right? Through pain. That's why there's the wounded healer archetype. I mean, so many of the reasons that I wanted to help the world is because I had such a challenging first 25 years of my life. And so we can actually be attached to that. We can actually think, okay, in order to heal, I'm going to have to go through a lot of pain. And then on the other side, there will be the light. I have to have all these intense initiations, really challenging shedding, and all of that. Now, I know that happens. I've had that. But I also know we can pray, we can ask, we can intend. Okay, let it not be like that anymore, because it's not God that's doing that. I want that to be clear. It's not that God's saying, okay, I'll answer your prayer, but you're going to have to suffer a lot. No, that's what religion wants you to believe, but it's not that. It's just that we're literally addicted to suffering. The ego structure is addicted to that. And not to mention religious programming, which has brought in this whole martyr thing about suffering, and suffering making you a better person, and all these things. But it doesn't, as I truly believe that humanity, that we are being called to evolve past that, so that there doesn't have to be horrible wars, so then we can have years of peace, right? It doesn't have to be all these awful things that we need to experience before we realize, oh, I want to change my life. Right? Like that, to me, I'm like, oh, I'm bored of that already. I've done that so many times in my life. And so that's my ask, is okay, so I'm sharing that with you so that as you tune into what it is you want to ask for today, right? Because I said that's one of my prayers that I'm saying for you. One of my asks is okay, whoever watches this video or a client that I share this with, that grant them their blessing wish that they want for today, right? And maybe every October 23rd, it's a special day for you now because it's my birthday and I'm declaring it so. And add, and let me become ready for it, become ready to receive it through joy, through ease, through like joyful surprises. Like that's what we're anchoring in. That's really what we're anchoring in as helpers. So anyway, let's bring our hands to our heart. Breathe in. And just ask to be shown, ask your heart, beautiful heart, what blessing, what special blessing, what special healing, what special desire. And it's special because you want it. Do I want to ask for today? It could be a quality, inner peace, inner joy, abundance. It could be a specific material thing, because for that we also need to be prepared. So there's no judgment. Whatever it is you're asking, could be a healing. Have it deep, say it in your heart, or say it out loud if you can. And then say, prepare me to receive it, right? Prepare, raise my vibration, raise my frequency so that I can magnetize it to me. Do that through ease and joy and beautiful surprises. All right, I am sending you so much love. Thank you for being part of my life here on my birthday. And I will, see you tomorrow. And I'll be posting some pictures on Instagram probably, so you can see there if you're interested in seeing some of the festivities. Tomorrow we have the special wedding brunch and rehearsal and all sorts of things. All right, bye.